Harold, I cannot wait to live here. Thank you so much for buying this house in the countryside. It's going to be magnificent.
No problem, Mavis. It's a treat for our retirement.
Oh, it's just perfect. Look at the hills in the distance. Oh, the lovely little classic bus.
Oh, yes, nothing but the best for us. Lovely and peaceful, relaxing time in the country.
Oh, it's fantastic. So peaceful, so quiet. Wait, there's another bus. And another. And another. Wait. That's not normal, is it?
Bus. Car, bus. Car, another bus. At least there's a train. An interesting point about this game would be that I started recording a video for this very purpose about 6 hours ago, and only now have I got around to actually recording the film. It's a fairly addictive game in the mode of Transport Tycoon, Transports Giant, Traffic Giant, whatever it was called. A sort of transportation public movement simulator. Now, we go into the options. You can choose your world size, your terrain type, your difficulty, and your starting year. To unlock the further years, you need to have played through at least once, from 1850 all the way through to 1950, which will set you back about 4 hours, I believe. It took about 4 hours to get to 1950. I'm going to switch about halfway through this video into the one that I've already worked on, but I will start off by showing the start of the game. I'm going to use the USA DLC as well as the load game I will start up is with the European pack. I'm going to do a medium-sized world, terrain type flat. Trust me, you'll want to start on a flat world. I'm going to start that off, and hopefully we'll have some different interesting items to have a look at with the USA DLC. Straight away I can see already we've got sort of sandy roads and tiles, which is different to the European, which starts off paved roads and sort of farmer mud tracks. So let's see, what do we have to do? Ooh. Let's have some music. Right, so basically you can use scroll wheel and WASD to move as well as the keys. Look at the water though. Really nice water. The game's not hugely amazing graphically, but it's nice. It's a nice game. We're going to start here, I think. Murrieta, or should we start somewhere else? Go sort of to the edge. No, let's go into the middle. Murrieta, surrounded by water. Let's start off with a bus line. So you can construct roads and train tracks, bus stops, depots, etc., and upgrade the existing roads. And the terrain tools and demolish. And there's your managing lines. The actual building is all controlled by the computer. As you grow your business and get more money, more lines, the town will grow with you. So as you develop, so will wherever you travel to, if that makes sense. Right, we're going to have a look what we've got around us. So we've got some industries. They need iron ore and coal that produces coal. produces iron ore. Well, that's handy. So we're going to join these up with a more efficient road to start with. So we've got 3 million. That's enough for now. I'll go straight. Oh, not enough space. There we are. That's across there. And then we'll build from here. Oh, didn't do it on the edge. Gotta really click. You have to click on the edge. It's quite difficult when you're so far zoomed out. Right, there we are. Okay, nice classic wooden bridge. Fantastic. So what we're going to do is start off building a bus depot here, and right next to it we're going to build one of these, which is called a truck station. That's where you can take goods from the different places and store them for the use. So once this has produced what it needs, it sends it to here, the finished product, and then all of these will store and send through their own until we have enough to build something worthwhile. Fit that in there? Yes, we can. So what we're making? Steel. So then when it's got the iron ore and the coal, produces the steel, that product is then taken to here, and then the industries will take it and do stuff with it for the people. So what we need to do is set up a bus route. So we're going to start over here. So first stop, actually no, let's go the other way around. So we'll start off here, collect the coal, then we'll collect the ore, then we'll send it to them, and then carry any products over to here. Oh, we have to go back. Oh no, going around that. Yep, and then it auto loops in this game as well. So it's created the loop for us. Okay, so that's the line. That's it. That's done. That's all I have to do. Then you need to buy something to carry it though. So we need freight. That's a horse wagon. So we'll get 3 of them and set it to line 1, which we can rename all of the lines. So freight, and then if we zoom in, there is our little horse. Hey, little horse. Okay. Oh, the detail is nice. So there's a factory here, look, industry building. They'll need the goods. They need one product, which will be made from here. And for that to make that, it needs that and that. Already there waiting for us to collect here, look. So there's 1 unit of coal, which our horses will collect. Go right in. You can see there's people in the streets as well. So what we'll do for them is we'll give them a nice bus line. So we're going to start off with a large bus station. I made the mistake. Buses become quite a big part in this game. Well, that's what they do for me anyway. I made the mistake of doing a small bus station last time, and I'm not going to do that again. So I'm going to go straight for the large one. You don't have to build it at the end of a road. You can build it at the side. Anyway, you can demolish these houses if you so wish, but we're going to place it here right next to the depot and start building some bus stops, which are here. So I've 1 bus station, then we'll go around here. Place 1 there. Then we'll have Another one there. One there. One there. One there. And one here. Now this won't make us very much money at all, but to start with, it will be fine. So I'm going to start at the bus station, come out this way, stopping here, then here, then here. You can see it's automatically looping around for us, so we're going to add the stops in, then here, then here, and it will automatically go back to the bus station. You don't need to select the bus station again, otherwise it ends up doing loops around again, and that is annoying. Not that I would know, because I definitely didn't make that mistake the first time, or the first 5 times. Right, so we're going to buy another bus, so we're going to go here, our stagecoach, and we're going to assign it straight to line 1. Not going to buy too many of these, just because we don't want to hedge our bets on this route too early. Hopefully we'll start seeing people queuing. Now what I like to do straight off the bat, or what I like to do in the game I've played, is just have a sort of shuttle run between 2 places. So I'm going to start at the bus station, and we'll go through here, and then we're going to go to the next sort of settlement, if you like. I'm going to come along this road, one here, one here, one here. So we'll start at the bus station, one here, and we're going to go along this line to this place, and then all the way back, and then we'll loop it. Which way should we loop it around? Should we go this way? Yeah, there we are. Okay, so we can give them names, so we'll call that the... Let's think of an inventive name for this one. We'll have Marietta Palm Bay 1. Imaginative. Okay, then we'll call this the... Yeah. Oh, I can't spell. Is this a real place? I don't know. I've seen a few names of real places in this game. I recognise Marietta. Although it's the American DLC, it could be a place in there. That might be why I don't recognise it. So you can see here, starting to deliver. No ore yet. Oh, they're not using the line. Neither are they. So yeah, we're going to collect this coal. We're going to speed it up a little bit. I'm going to come into here. I'm going to take 4 units of coal. And then where is he going to take it? On the road again. Fastest horses in the world. Let's race them that. Come on! We're in this. We can win. I can see the bridge. And the repeating textures. Come on! Faster! Faster! We can catch them. Let's cut this corner. It might be cheating, but I want to catch them up. Almost there. Oh, that looks nice. when I catch them. Ah! Oh no! I've fallen through time and space. Uh-oh. I lost control. And they're in the distance as well. Hang on, let's cheat. Ha! Ha ha! Ha! Got there eventually. So that's dropped it off. There's nothing waiting for us though from the iron ore. Has it dropped it off actually? Still got one that's got 4, so no, it's not dropped it off there. That's only producing, it's not, doesn't need the iron ore. This needs the iron ore and the coal. So, what we can see over here, look, passengers are waiting. Let's zoom in, can we see them? Ah, you're waiting for the bus, are you? Unlucky. 3 people. 4 people, just waiting for the in-city line. I've gone too far. Where is the mine? Here it is. Right, so hopefully, still got 4. Is it going to drop it off? We'll turn on the cargo picture so we can see where everything's going. Yeah, so there the coal was dropped off in here, and then some workers are taking it into this place, look. So the produce is coming back, so what we'll do now is we will get another vehicle to carry the produce back. So buy a road vehicle. So we'll go for 2. Oh, then we'll sell them because I forgot to change their type. So here, where it says capacity coal 4, you have to click on this, and this changes its vehicle type. So we want goods, so 2 of those, and then we're going to set it to the freight and line. Then they'll set off, and hopefully they'll start carrying the produce from here. If they start putting it in there, back to the house over here. Now we just need these to start putting the ore in there. We've got good business coming from the coal. So we're making 34k at the moment, which is nice. Right, let's put some vehicles on our town shuttle line. Is that the one? No, it was that one, Palm Bay. Okay, so now we've got some on everyone. So the shuttle is 1, 3 on the Marietta Palm Bay, and a lot on the freight one. You can see here the frequency tells you how often it'll be, how long the wait is between stops. Doesn't particularly matter if you release the vehicles all at the exact same time. Suspicious. Are they going to start leaving them here? Yes. So yeah, 1 waiting. So then if we fulfill that, hopefully it'll start giving us a little bit more business. It's also going this way. Where's it going? Oh, it's another town here. Should we start another little route? So we could put in another freight point, maybe there. There we go. And then we could start another line from here to here. So we'll call it freight and 2. Haha! Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll go back to our depot. Oh, auto saving. And we'll buy another wagon for for goods. And we'll buy 2 and set it to that second line. So that'll start taking the goods from here. Now, as I mentioned, once the business gets quite strong, which this one should if we take as much as we can, then inversely this business will get bigger and this business will get bigger, which means more stuff for us to take. Interestingly, there's coal here for us to take. I don't know why. It's not producing coal. Oh, what we could do though, or what we should have done earlier, is we need to get an iron ore transportation unit. So, let's get an iron ore. Let's get 2 of those and set them onto the freight line. So the freight line will be our main source of income for the time being, whilst the long distance people are here. So how many have we got waiting? 5 there. Okay. That's good enough. That's good enough. And who's waiting? Is this for long distance? It is. So yeah, the long distance routes are your big earners getting into the late game. The long distance ones earn a lot, whereas the small ones you don't get very much at all. You can see all the business over here. Oil is very lucrative. And we might start actually. What's this? Quite a small town. So we might start siphoning off some of their oil. And we could just sort of stay and try and develop here, but I quite like to spread around a bit. So we're going to go over to this side now and build a vehicle depot probably just here, right in the outskirts of the town. Then we're going to build this here and this here. And where's the produce going? It'll be going to here. I imagine it'll be going to quite a few places, but for now we shall build this over. I want it quite central, really. So what we'll do to demonstrate the deletion mechanics, we'll get rid of a couple of houses and we'll put it. Oh, it's trying to lock onto the junction. Okay. Will it fit in here? I'm kicking people out of their homes. I'm sorry. Well, let me delete that one. Delete that. Let me kick you out, please. There we are. Right. So let's create a new line, and it's going to go from here, bringing the oil to this place, which is then to send their produce to there, and then all the way around. Does that need only oil? It is the oil refinery. It'll be fine. See, fine, finery. Okay, yeah, that's not great. And you're going to carry oil. We'll take 3 of you, I think. Line 1. Okay. We need a name for that line as well. So we're going to call that one the Erie. I've spelled Erie wrong. The Erie. I'm trying to think of a clever name. It's not going to work, so I'll just call it the Erie truck. Okay. Did I only buy one? I thought I got more than that. Okay, let's buy some more then. Oh, not enough money? Oh. I think I may have expanded a little bit too quickly this time. I think I've got used to having lots of money, and it turns out I've not got lots of money anymore. This is not my hundreds of millions. Right. So, there is a life lesson for you here. Don't rush this game and don't try and expand too quickly into too big a space. There's not too much to worry about. We can borrow money, but it should be alright. Once we get going, we should pick up quite swiftly. The lines are making a bit of money, so the more it's to Palm Bay and the Shuttle, that one will be a big earner. These freight lines are going to struggle early on, but once they start going into their stride, speeding up, should be alright. There's plenty of stuff for them to collect. Slightly concerned that there's no iron ore coming in here. Oh no. Oh, there is. Okay, that's good. I'm not sure why the coal is being left though. But anyways, we are now definitely in debt. Where is my stagecoach? It's not carrying any oil. Okay, right, we're going to borrow some money. Let's see what the borrowing mechanics are like. Just testing it out, not that I've made any mistakes at all. So we'll then use goods and set it on the Erie truck. And we'll buy another oil and set that on the Erie truck. Okay. So the more we can supply them with trucks and transport, the more produce they'll send in here. Look, so we've got a couple coming straight through, and the produce starting to build up as we can supply goods transportation. The one criticism I have is now we're in a fairly good position to earn a lot of money, but this is as fast as the game goes. We could do with a slightly quicker speed. We're not going to get distracted over there. In fact, we're going to turn the cargo map off. So, what else can I demonstrate for you before we switch over? Mountains. If I was doing trains, which I'm not going to do because trains are unbelievably expensive, and they also, early game, are not worth it at all. In fact, late game, I tend to buy a lot of buses too over trains. It's a bit of a risky strategy that costs a lot to keep up. But if I was building a train, I could do a fairly cheap line here. So what, 10, 20, 30k for that piece, which would get me, what, between the refinery and here. So I could theoretically do it with train lines. However, if I were to go through a mountain, watch the price shoot up. So what, just under 100k here? 2.5 million. Tunneling through mountains. It seems to be expensive. Going over water, not so much. But yeah, over and under mountains, not really cheap. So yeah, not really worth it. Stick to buses. Are we in Palm Bay? Was that where we started? No. Here we are, Marietta. So what we can also do is upgrade the roads. So here, it's all really lovely, nice roads. And out here we've got the country roads. We can upgrade to slightly quicker places like this. It's a fairly simple process. Just go along like that. We won't do it all the way because we'll end up spending all the money that I didn't know that I did not have. But yeah, it's simple enough to do. Right, I'm going to go back out to the view we started with. Let's give myself motion sickness. Right, so the ore is still here. And yeah, the coal. Building up nicely. How much have we got now from that line? So yeah, the freight line is, like I say, now we've got that extra business is starting to earn a lot more money. And hopefully Freight Line 2 will catch up as well. Where is Freight Line 2? I forgot where I put it. It's somewhere down here. It was, yeah. Is it just sending goods? Yeah, so is that taking much business out? It's taking a little tiny bit. That's it. Full, yep, it's full. So that should start earning money now. So I've got Freight Line 2, minus 14. There we are, up to 30. You can see when the deliveries come through, it goes into positive, so that's fine. Every year your balance resets. So let's go over to Erie over here in our other bit of game. So we're still getting this. Yep, a few bits of oil. And then we've got goods coming through as well. So you can see the money is starting to come back again. Oh, that was a 3 million loan at the start? Ah, okay. That makes sense. I didn't even know that. I've probably, in my multi-million pound career, I've still got 3 million worth of loan. I should pay that back. Speaking of my multi-million pound career, let's take a look. So what we'll do, we'll go back to the menu, and then I'm going to load up the winner town. Again, inventive name, Winner Town. This was the one that started at the same point as the last one, but it's set in a European country. So slightly different vehicles. You can see I have got a train set up here. There it is. Let's just wait for everything to load in. There is quite a lot to load in. As you can see, I've got a fairly wide network. These are all my expenses. Yeah. You'll notice there's quite a few buses here. I say quite a few. There is a lot more than that. A bit of a traffic jam. I can't actually work out where the traffic jam is coming from, why they're not flowing, because they do seem to be moving just quite slowly around and just getting stuck in this city. You can see that's where they're leaving, but they're just kind of getting stuck in these smaller roads where they have to pause and stop quite quickly. It's kind of a catch-22 because all these buses are actually making me a lot of money. These are on a line, triple express, triple express, triple express, triple express, triple express, which is the line that goes from my main starting town, which was this one with a lovely football pitch I've just noticed, which is this one, and it goes to the sort of the outskirt towns. So that's these three here. So triple express. See, inventive name. So all of these are, I believe, yeah, the Globetrotter and the CityLink. So the Globetrotter is pretty basic in understanding. It goes from here to here to here to here to here to here to here, back all the way around, one stop in each town. Should be a fairly express route. It's proving not to be that express, though. Yes, as I was saying, catch-22, because the more buses that you buy, the more profit that you make, but the more buses that you buy, the more chance of this happening is. What I was trying to do is stop the build-up of passengers having to wait. So if I go over here, you can see this stop. Oh, yourself. There's a lot of people waiting for the bus. 80 people at one bus stop. I was trying to stop that, so I thought let's buy a couple more buses to make the journey time a little shorter. So here we are, look, Triple Express, the journey time is 41 seconds, supposedly. However, that's 41 seconds is probably an average over the whole route, because here, these stops are obviously very, very close in arrival because there's so many buses around, whereas over here and here, there are not so many. You can see they're starting to spread out a little bit now. You never know, it might be quite good having sort of a funnel effect here. I could start deleting these buses and sending them back, but then the inverse problem with that is I would start losing the money that I'm making from them, and don't let that money fool you. It's earning about 3 or 4 million a run. It's just at the moment trying to catch up with itself. See, yeah, it's costing me a lot having all these buses not making money in here, but there's not really very much I can do about that. All of them having to stop at the stops. So what I could do is stop some of these buses from going and let mine just filter past. But then this would slow that route, which is running perfectly fine, it back down. Yeah. So causing a few problems. My routes with more buses to make more money, believe it or not, has got more buses on. I have actually built a train in this one. So we've got a train running from here, from my main city, out right over here to the oil refinery. It's taking the oil back to here, from the oil mine, to the oil refinery, which is producing stuff, which is then going off to these two places. I'm also having goods taken, so the goods can go straight to the goods station and my main city, and also my second city over here. We're getting a little bit of lag now. It doesn't really like it when you build all these things. Yeah, I did also try a passenger rail commuter, which you can see the remnants of here. This station and this depot. These lines here are where I've tried to place track to get to a station, which was here. Didn't work, so I changed it to here, which didn't work. I've tunneled all the way through a mountain out to here. Another attempted station there, another there, another there, another there, another there, another there, back through this tunnel. I don't know where we come out for this one. Oh, it's over here. Yep, over here. Another station there. And another station over here somewhere. Yeah. So I have tried doing passenger commuter sort of routes, but they just don't use it. They just don't use it at all. It loses. If I show you where is the nearest depot, is the one that did I put one over here? Was it here? Yeah. If I show you, if I want to buy a train, these are all the newer ones. So if we go for locomotives, oh, actually, what's that nice electric train over there? Oh, that's nice. But yeah, I was using these units. So it costs you 1.25 million a year, which means to make that back in passengers, you need a lot of passengers. And I was getting 5 or 6 at most the journey. It was eating away at my money, of which I have a lot. So it takes a bit to eat away, but it was. So passenger trains don't really work. The cargo trains, yeah, they do work. But you can also do that via road. I've just transferred mine to trains, mainly because of this. Yeah. What I could try and do, I wonder if I started to split this here. Oh, too much curve. Okay, sometimes it just doesn't like what you do. I try and split this off. No, don't do that. Come on, game, I'm trying to show you off. I've just spent 6 hours. Perfect. There we are. So what I could do is try and start splitting off. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't like you getting in the way of nature. Unfortunately, nature doesn't always win. Oh, someone's planted trees. Did I give them permission? There we are. Right. So hopefully, there we are. So we've got some buses. Oh, that one just went inside the other. Oh. Don't do that. So yeah, I've got some buses just peeling off to the side, trying to go around a different way. Where is that? So this is my aim for this video. I'm just gonna try and solve this problem. So I've taken it away from the main bus station. Made it a separate one over here. This is where all the other routes come. So we've just got this over here, and then it goes down that way. So maybe if I took that route out, now it's going over there. Where's it trying to get to? Oh, it's going all the way around here. Oh, and then down. Okay. So where's the last stop? School Lane 12. Alright. I'm going to take this stop away. So now it doesn't go anywhere near the city. We're going to add in. Where's that? North Road. North Road. We're going to take you out as well. Now it doesn't go over there at all. We're going to have the bus station. A nice large bus station in our newly created area of the town. Right. Grange Road now is the first stop. Where is it going to go to get to Grange Road? It's going. Oh, there's so many routes now. They're going over here. Is this where the second stop is? Nope. Is it in this one? 4, 5. That'll be here then. So starting there. So let's take that out. Then we can put it straight back in again. Nope, that's North Road. That's Grange Road. Okay. So there, so it's going to go straight from the bus station to Grange Road. So hopefully the buses will come around this way. Right, are these all the globe ones? Yep, the Globetrotter. So they should go into the space over here. So now we've got 2 of the main routes going 2 different ways, yeah? Yeah, it's going around there. Could do with this going this way around, to be honest. Right, okay. If I move this to have another stop, say here. There we are. Now it's going that way. Oh, but I need it to go along that road though. I need it to go down there. It's not getting in the way. Or is it not getting in the way anyway? Where are the rest? What's this bus? That's the one we want. What's going this way down here? Slow down, slow down. Triple Express. Is that the only one going down this way? I don't think it is. Globetrotter's going down there as well. So what we could do then is reserve this road for the Triple Express. Is that right? Is it going that way then? Yes, it is. So we don't need to join that up. Right, so there should be no reason for the Triple Express to go anywhere over here. Perfect. So what's clogging up the roads now? Right, the dual line. So what we could do is this the Globetrotter line? Yep. And over here, what's over there? Let's see, where are you going to go? You're starting on Green Lane. Right. Okay, but the Globetrotter and the Sandhurst are both going around there, I think. Or is the Globetrotter going another way? That is. It's just the Sandhurst line then. Yep. Okay. That's alright. The Globetrotter's cutting across though. So what we could do is... God, this line I've not touched. This is probably the first line I did. We could send it a bit of a longer way around. Instead of going from here to here, we could go all the way up there and back around. I think that's what we're going to do. It should... Oh. It makes a really strange noise when something new is unlocked. That is rather cool. But it's going to cost me millions to run. I might just do it though, just so I can look at the shiny things. Right, so let's build a stop up here. On that, and then we could go build one over here as well. Okay, so we're going to go from Green Lane, add a stop. I'm going to go there second. I'm going to go there third. Then fourth is fine. And fifth. Before fifth, we're going to go here. Then here. Wait, does that turn us around? Yeah, it does. Then we'll go back up to St. John's Road. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Yep, gonna leave that there. Let's go over here to Chesterfield. Oh, God, let's go over here to Midhurst. Yeah, that's better. It's nice and peaceful here. Look at all the people going around the... What have they been putting in the chimneys? Guys? Let's leave this area and go over here. This was a lovely quiet... It's huge, Jesus! City. I've made a city. Great. Out of this was literally tiny, absolutely tiny, and there was one bus route. That's where this bus stops being placed here. So it's this. What there was one bus route, and it went from here to here to here. Then out the city. These three didn't exist. That didn't exist. That didn't exist. It was literally these three stops. Just one road. Oh, what have I done? I've ruined the world with buses. Oh, this is quite a nice place though. Only a couple of lines. There's quite a few people waiting there, though. How many people are waiting? Oh, they're all getting on now. That's all right then. Oh, there's a lot though. Yeah, I probably could have managed my bus routes a little bit better. But yeah, there's where I started a long time ago. £477 million ago. Have I still got my loan? Oh yes, I have. I can repay it. Finally, I can go back to that bank with my head held high. I'm making money. I'm making money. Oh yeah. And as quickly as I've paid it back and lost 3 million, we're up by 1 million. Oh, and then we're down by 1 million. This seems ever so slightly unrealistic.